All right, this is everything gotten from the New Jersey Jackals at the New York Boulders on May, what is today, 26, 2026. And you see we have a few things here. And this is the second time in 2 weeks seeing a Jackals game. The first time was last week when they were at home. And honestly, I might be going back next week just because next week is a light schedule. I typically don't plan on going to the same stadium twice in a year, let alone within 3 weeks. But um, next week is just so light, and they have yet another 10:30 game, so that might be, um, like an extra game at Hinchcliffe, which I'm not complaining about. But typically that's not how I plan it. Anyway, let's get on to the Boulder stuff. It's all New York Boulders related, as you can see. There's actually more gotten that I expected. Um, we have a printed ticket, sort of. You see, it's a screenshot. I can do the old like boomer comic thing and like try to click this and then complain like, what? Why can't I click this? Um, what else do we got? We got program, team set, pocket schedule. Let's do the pocket schedule, I guess, first here. All right, here's the inside of it, obviously. May, June, July, August. Can scan for $12 tickets, and they apparently have drone shows, kids running the bases, and all of that. Birthday parties. There's sponsors on the back. There's the cover again. Here is opponents and promotions. I think there's more promotions than that. That's just obviously what they knew as of printing. I'm not sure where people necessarily got these. I got these because they were handing them out at the end of the game at the gate. Um, but I originally had some other ones that I just found on the ground outside the stadium. I guess they probably came from the box office or something because I didn't see them anywhere else. But luckily, like I said, they were handing out fresh ones. So that's what this one is after the game. Another thing I didn't expect, 2025 team set. Last time I saw the Boulders was 24. So I definitely know I don't have these. At least I'm pretty sure. Um, the team store itself was not open, but they had a limited supply of things basically at a table right outside of it. That's how I noticed it. I probably wouldn't have seen these otherwise if it wasn't set up that way. Because what I do a lot of times, I check online, I check a team's online store before going to their stadium to see if they have team sets. And this was nowhere to be seen on their website, but obviously it exists and there is a lot of them. So I said, if the actual store itself was open, and this was hidden inside somewhere, I probably would have never seen it because I wouldn't have thought that I would have a reason to go in the store. But because it was all set up on the table outside, I actually saw it and was able to get it. So nice stroke of luck there, I guess. I'm going to take a second here to open it up. All right, here we go. Let's see how I want to do this here. 2025 team set. There's all of the names you're going to see. Jason Agresti is our first one here. Isaac Baloney is our next one. Emmett Bice. Garrett Coe. Garrett Cooper. Come on, focus. Austin Dennis. Christian Fica. Fritz Genther. Scott Harper. Kevin Higgins. Nolan Lemaire. Alfredo Marte. Ryan McCoy. What is this name? Joe Michelli. Mason Olson. Jack Scanlon. Eric Stock. Tyler Vale. Ryan Vogel. Zane Zerbrook. TJ Stanton, the manager. And now we move on to the programs here. It's pretty much, one program for this whole season. They started doing this in 24 again. I know they did it, back in 2011-ish, but I wasn't doing this whole thing yet. But ever since I had been going for the first time since 2018, they had these like newspaper things, and they still do, but they were always empty completely. They didn't do programs or nothing. And then starting in 2024, last time I was there, I noticed, well, the newspaper thing has something in it, and it was a program, and obviously they're still doing it here in 2026 for the 15th anniversary, so that's pretty cool. And it is free. I will say, because it's a free program, it is 90% ads, but at least it's better than what the Miners and Jackals programs used to have. There is some sort of content in it. It's not a lot, but it's something. The Miners and Jackals old programs were just literally 100% ads. You got like no information about anything. I don't even know why they existed. But yeah, here I have a message from the Frontier League. You have their schedule over here. Okay, I need to switch hands here. Maybe this will be better flipping the pages. Have a box score if you want it. Of course, I don't. I have my own. St. Thomas Aquinas College. They have a lot of colleges that advertise there. I found out the other week that University of Manhattan, or I guess technically Manhattan University is how you would pronounce it, plays their home games in Rockland. Not in the city at all. And also, their campus is in the Bronx, not in Manhattan. So, then yeah, we have this ad, which is safe at home. That is not home plate, but all right. And yeah, as I said, not a whole lot of actual content in there. You have the schedule is probably the most useful thing in there. If you want to do a box score and you don't have your own, but like I said, it's better than what the Jackals and Miners used to have. Now they don't really have anything, but like I said, whatever. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.